Hi, I'm Mary, a librarian and book reviewer with a focus on stories written for kids, tweens, and teens. Today, I get to share with you this book called Daybreak on Raven Island, written by award-winning author Fleur Bradley. This is the story of three seventh graders who are on a field trip at the end of the school year to the infamous Raven Island. It's been over 50 years since anyone has visited and toured the island, so of course, there are some secrets that are bound to arrive. They land thanks to a ferry in the morning, but because the waters are so choppy, the ferry can only return for them once at the end of the day. So it's up to them to be there and do whatever they need to do until that ferry arrives. Now, the three main characters are very different from one another. Noah's a little bit of the odd one out. Tori would rather be playing soccer with her friends. And Marvin is determined to make the greatest horror movie of all time. And what better setting for it than an infamous island prison that is supposedly filled with ghosts. Now, at first glance, those three characters have very little in common, but as the story progresses, they learn more about one another and they realize just how similar they are in their life experiences and their personalities. So this story is very intriguing. The kids are left behind as the ferry goes away for the evening, and so they're left not only with some human companions, but with some ghostly ones as well. This Raven Island is based on the infamous Alcatraz prison that is also supposedly filled with ghosts, and Fleur Bradley has taken some of the stories and ideas around Alcatraz and wrapped them into an entirely new middle grade novel. The story is super fast-paced. It takes place over the course of about 24 hours, so each chapter is pretty short, and it changes, from a few minutes to an hour after the one before it. So each of the characters has a voice in here, and that gives readers a perspective of various things taking place on the island at the same time. So as the mystery is unfolding, readers are getting pieces from various sides in order to help put it together with the characters themselves. As you can imagine, because there are ghosts involved, there is some horror element to this book. It is pretty light, think middle grade spooky level, but there is some discussion of ghosts and mystery surrounding that. So if that sounds like a really good fit, then this is a read for you. So this is a good selection for readers who are confident middle grade, but not necessarily ready for that dense text yet that comes with older middle grade books. There's slightly larger font, slightly more spaces between the lines, and also because the pacing is so quick and the chapters are short, the story moves really, really quickly. So you find yourself turning the pages and getting ready to find out what happens to these characters because the stakes are super high and the timeline is very short. So as you're going through this, readers are going to want to solve the mystery along with the main characters. They're going to really connect with those characters, especially because of their varied experiences and backgrounds. And it's a really fun and exciting mystery to solve. So if you are into Alcatraz, ghost stories, and friendship, then this might be a great fit for you. And if it is, I hope you look for it at your favorite bookstore.